What do you want to know?
Everything. Start at the beginning.
Hello there, I'm back again to carry on with the beginning of Dragon Age 2. Now just a quick moment. Should have done that before I clicked back onto the stream, but hey-ho. Right, yeah, we've just run into Varric as we have finished our first year in Kirkwall. Now, we need to go and do some stuff, so... yeah, the map isn't really... it's really difficult to see some of the stuff. Because of, oh, how things are appearing. There's no... it's not, giving any colours to indicate stuff. Which would be helpful. So there's Bertrand over there, Varric's brother. And, although you might not necessarily recognise the character models, you might recognise the voices of these two.
Bodan Feddick, purveyor of goods both common and rare, at your service. And this is my son, Sandor, who is as brilliant an enchanter as you'll ever find. Say hello to the nice human, Sandor.
Hello.
We shall be accompanying your expedition and providing the needed supplies. It's all quite exciting, isn't it?
The thought of adventure does make me giddy.
A kindred soul, surely. But I digress. Do you wish to peruse my wares, or perhaps make use of Sandal's unique talents?
Enchantment?
Just so.
Yeah, so in case you may have forgotten, these are the two that you meet right at the beginning of Dragon Age Origins, just after finishing things at Lothering. And they become kind of a permanent fixture in your camp wherever you travel. You can always trade with them. And Sandor can always do a bit of enchanting as well. I don't think I had a huge amount to do with them after the initial introduction. But yeah, they do appear in all three games, I think. Let's inquire.
I thought all enchanters were mages.
Not at all. The fabled dwarven resistance to magic has allowed enchantment of crafts for countless ages. Granted, most dwarven smiths must work for many, many years to learn the skill, but my boy is a natural, a savant beyond compare.
Scratching his arse.
I like enchantment.
And he enjoys his work. What more could one ask?
You two don't seem the sort to hire onto this sort of expedition.
My son and I have never played it safe. Never kept to the tried and true roads. In fact, we have just returned from adventures while accompanying the hero of Ferelden, legendary Grey Warden and vanquisher of the Blight.
Yes, King Duke Nukem Kuzland, as I call him.
So you helped to defeat the Blight?
In our small way, perhaps. We did not fight at the Grey Warden's side, of course. I hear that the hero is married to the Queen now. Fancy that. A Grey Warden ruling Ferelden. But surely my past is hardly of interest to the likes of you.
Let's see what
Let's
he's
see
got.
what you have.
By all means, feel free to peruse my wares whenever you wish.
Yeah, so to actually, rather than opening up the old trading window through dialogue, you literally just walk straight up to it. So... right, so that's the stuff he's got available. That's only in the weapons section. I haven't got enough money for either of those, but I can sell some stuff. I want to be careful as well, just thinking about it, because if I remember, there's a particular item, I think it's the Ferelden sword and shield, because I seem to recall if you sell them, those are actually the weapons that Wesley had at the beginning of the game, and I have a feeling that Aveline actually talks to you about it if you if you do sell them. So let's do those. Ooh. Right, that's not as good as my current armor. Get rid of that. Nothing there. Take as many healing potions as I can get. I've only got one injury kit left, so let's grab both of them. No jewelry, no junk. I think that will do. So just to check. Yeah, just keeping hold of those. Right. There's no point doing any enchantment this early in the game because we don't have anything. So, just a case of exploring around. I recall there's some stuff around here. Ah! There's some all of it is restricted to the main character. Even though some of it, I mean, you've got to have magic to it. A bit difficult to read on the stream, I think. Requires magic, requires magic, requires magic, requires magic, requires magic, and also restricted to the main character, so there's no point in even buying any of them. Yeah.
You want
Blades. Now those are knives.
got them too.
Some armor over here. Oh god. Hefty stuff that I don't have the stats for. I'm going to be finding loads throughout the game. It's fine goods. Okay, staff's not better than what I've got. Robes. Restricted to the main character. Okay. Oh, we've got a quest pointer
You don't
here.
seem to like your brother very much.
And here I thought it took blood magic to read minds.
I had a twin brother, Carver. He used to nail my braid to the bed while I was sleeping.
What a
I
dick.
never thought I'd miss him this much.
Sorry about your brother. Hey, you want mine? I got a spare.
Yeah, quest marker on this guy. Worthy.
Hawk, long time no see, my friend.
Well, if it isn't Worthy, the dwarf with the incredibly ironic name.
I only advertise the truth. You still with the Red Iron? It was just a year you were with them, right?
Still trying to ferret out everyone's business, I see.
Of course. How else do you expect a dwarf to make a living? I'll tell you what. I still have my old contacts. You need some rune crafting done, I can arrange it for you. Take care, Hawk. Don't get dead.
Right, so I can do rune crafting through this guy. Okay. Right, I think there's a map transition over here, which opens up the city, and we have all the places I can go. So I'm currently at Hightown. There's a Viscount's Keep, the Hanged Man, Lowtown. Oh, we can go straight to the Hanged Man. Ooh. Oh, Sundermount. That's where the the elves are. Actually, Varric wanted to have a chat, didn't he? So let's make our way to Lowtown. I think to unlock the Hangman, I've got to actually go there first. So let's do that. Have the map the whole thing. I don't know how small this is. I might, when I'm off camera between streams, I might change the settings so it's. I might have to go for a lower resolution, just so it appears bigger in the stream as well.
Do you ever wish you lived in Orzammar?
Great ancestors, no. You know what Orzammar is? It's cramped tunnels filled with nug shit and body odor. And every person there thinks he's better than you because his great-great-great-grandfather made a water clock or something.
But they're your people. Don't you even wonder what it would be like?
I have a good imagination. Why would I waste it on that?
Okay, so who's... Don't know who this guy is.
I have only the finest Antivan merchandise.
Oh, okay, he's a merchant. Quite a few merchants around here. Oh, something to loot. Some gold. I'll add towards my fund. If I remember, through here is the Hanged Man.
My favorite spot in the whole city. The taverns in Hightown are all owned by the Merchants Guild.
Okay, so a pub tavern called the Hanged Man.
I got it all figured out. There was no blight.
And that's a fact, is it?
Think about it. Why would it start in Ferelden? A dirty backwoods.
Okay, I think...
And the occasional sheep.
Are you really not afraid of apostates? Not even a little?
Sunshine, I'm a dwarf, in case you missed that detail.
Dwarves aren't completely immune to magic, you know.
No. I meant there are at least 30 people in this town who'd murder my family over trade deals. Who has time to worry about apostates with a Merchants Guild breathing down your neck?
In that case, I see.
Right. I think it's just a case of, yeah, just talking to him.
So, here's the thing. We need to find a way into the deep roads. Bartrand can lead us to the right place once we're down there, but we need a good entrance.
Right. I'd forgotten about that detail. Yeah, so they're going on an expedition into the deep roads to try and find whatever treasures they can from Tigers that have been long forgotten. But they don't have a way in. And the statement is, once we're in, Bertrand can guide us to where they need to go. But there's no guarantee the entrance is going to be anywhere near where he knows. So that's part of the wonky writing for this one. Right, let's see.
Any entrance would do, wouldn't it? Well, unless a dragon's sitting in it, I suppose.
We need an entrance that's close to our destination, but isn't already plundered or filled with darkspawn. Fortunately, I've received some new information. There's a Grey Warden in the city. If anyone knows how to get down there, it'll be him.
Ah,
Why would a Grey Warden know that?
The Wardens don't just fight darkspawn. They forge into the deep roads all the time. And if he doesn't know, he might be able to point us to those who do.
hello there, Lady L. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for chatting. Yeah, I don't mind people want to just stay quiet because not everyone wants to chat, but welcome. Thank you for joining in the raid. Let's see.
Are there any other options?
None at the moment. Bartrand had an entrance lined up, but it was a bust. I'll keep looking, but if we don't find something, we'll have a fancy expedition with nowhere to go.
Sounds like you have it all planned out, Varric.
Maybe not all of it.
And that, Missair, is why I'm here. Supposedly, this Grey Warden came in with some other Ferelden refugees not long ago. A Lowtown woman named Loreen has been helping the Fereldans. We talked to her. Maybe we learn where he is. I'll keep after my contacts, see if I can drum up any other work.
Yes, I remember who this Grey Warden is.
We shouldn't talk here.
No, perhaps not. Anything more around here? Ah, right, Varric's sweet, so we can just head in there and chat to him anytime. Ah yes, and gathering the party. Can't select Aveline at the moment because I need to go find her. Let's do that, I think. Oh, the Exiled Prince. That's one of the DLC items. Sorry, one of the DLC stories. Oh yeah, Gamlen's house. Let's head straight outside. Go find Gamlen. So at least then we unlock the fast travel there. So where is Gamlen's house? Right there.
Your family used to be noble, right?
By some definition of the term.
Do you ever wonder what your life would have been like if you were still nobles?
Sunshine, nobility is just an expensive lifestyle. I've already got one of those.
Nobles have power too, and responsibilities.
Estates, servants, investments, mercenaries, assassins. We've still got all those things. It's sunnier here, and nobody calls me my lord. I think I can live with that.
Right, I think... Oh, it's up this side.
No
we can
offense
find
to
out.
your uncle, but this house smells like really old cabbage.
To be honest, I'm perfectly fine with you offending my uncle. He's a bit of a dick. Ah, there's the dog.
Hard to believe they left me nothing.
Well, Mother was pretty steamed when you ran off with your Ferelden apostate.
I'm still their daughter, their eldest.
There's some bad blood.
He wasn't like this in Lothering. I think he misses the open fields.
Come on. Let's play Fetch the Invisible Ball.
Poor thing. Maybe he'd be happier if we brought him with us more often.
Gamlen might miss him.
But if he's with us, who'd keep Gamlen's debt collectors away?
Take it. I'm sick of what's-his-name staring and panting.
Gamlen, honestly, a Mabari understands what you say. Try using his name.
What's wrong with dog? Real easy to remember.
Oh, you can rename the dog. Oh. I'd forgotten you could rename him in this one. What was the name I thought of? Now, considering in my first playthrough of, if I say first playthrough, when I did Dragon Age Origins a couple of years ago, I called the dog Cuddles. So let's call him Snuggles. Or is there a better name for him, perhaps? And I think just for the hilarity, having an attack dog named Snuggles is hilarious. You know, I'm just going to let him sleep.
I'll let you sleep.
Let's, because literally I can chat to everyone here, get through some of the story with them. So let's start with the grumpy uncle.
Get out of my face!
Okay.
Your mother's bad enough. I don't need you nagging me.
I'll be glad when we're rid of him.
My children have been in servitude for a year. They should be nobility.
If wishes were poppy, we'd all be dreaming.
You mean this is real? No wonder I can't wake up.
And here I thought that Ferelden you ran off with was a mage, not a jester. Your mother was supposed to marry the Comte de Launcey, and instead she ran off with some Ferelden apostate. You don't get to stay the favorite when you do that.
Where is Father's will? If I could just see for myself.
It's not here, all right? It was read, it went in the vault. No one needed to look at it again.
Did Grandfather mention Mother in his will at all?
Our father died when you were still in Pinafores, girl. You can hardly expect me to remember.
Sounds like a yes to me.
Yeah, I'm with Bethany on that.
I know the Amels were nobility, Mother, but not much else. Why don't you ever talk about them?
The Amels have been a noble family in Kirkwall since Garahel drove out the Fourth Blight. But we've always carried magic in our blood. It's been a stain on our lineage. No family of good standing would ever marry into a line with magic. When I chose your father, I was bringing more magic into our line, not less. I think that's what hurt my parents the most.
Yes. Considering how magic is seen in Ferelden. Yeah, it probably wasn't the best idea.
That touched a nerve. What's in there that you don't want us to see?
Nothing. But you won't be seeing the bloody thing. It's still locked up on the estate, and that's long out of my hands.
You didn't take your parents' will?
It was old news. You think I've been sitting here for 25 years waiting for Leandra to slink back?
No.
Who bought the estate, Gamlen? Perhaps I could speak to them. Was it the Reinhardts?
No one you know. Get used to Lowtown, sister. That's where we're going to stay.
Yeah, lots of bad blood there. And I'll admit I do remember some of the details, but I'll keep that until we find it.
So, I hate thinking badly of family, but did Uncle Gamlen seem a little slippery when he talked about Grandfather's will? If he, say, invested money that was meant to be Mother's, do you think he would tell us?
Gamlen can't say good morning without lying twice.
Mother's been in such a fit of melancholy since Gamlen told her how angry her parents were about Father. She told me she wishes she'd died with Carver. It's like coming here ruined every good memory of her childhood. I wish we could get some of it back.
Unless we somehow turn Gamlen into an upstanding citizen, what's done is done.
Gamlen told me he gave the estate as payment to some slaver who beat him at dice.
Oh, great.
Apparently, our ancestral home is now a base for slavers from all over Thedas.
Ew.
Gamlen couldn't have just sold himself and saved us all the trouble.
Can you just imagine him sweeping and scrubbing for some Tevinter matriarch?
No.
Seriously, though, those scum have no right to our family's things. We should break in there. Get the will for Mother. I already talked to both of them about this. Gamlen said they guard the front entrance well.
But
Mother gave me her old key. She said it should unlock the cellar. Apparently the sewers run right beneath the house.
So she still has the key to her childhood home from 25 years ago. I'm fairly certain in the real world that would be illegal, unless you still live there. Keeping a hold of a key for a property that you've sold or moved on from. Then again, I've still got a key to my parents' house. But then she still lives there, or my mother does. Right, let's see if there are any more conversations. Oh. No items stored in there, so I'll be able to store stuff so I don't get overloaded. This is another thing that I added for this game. There are letters you can receive from various people, and some of them lead to quests. Right, bait and switch. Oh, this is from Mirren. Look, a dwarf named Anzo contacted the Red Iron looking for contract work. Wish I could I'll take him up on it, but with pressing business, so I recommended you. The dwarf pays well, so don't be a fool and miss out. Look for Anzo in the Lowtown Bazaar at night if you're interested. Might as well. And another letter from Mirren. Look, you're a pain in the ass to deal with, but a bloody talented one. If you get sick of being just another unemployed refugee in this shithole, maybe we can grab a drink. If there's any odd jobs my boys can't handle, I'll send them your way. And the Black Imperium, which I believe was a DLC edition. Basically, it's a mystical shop where you can find loads of magical items that are fucking expensive, but in some cases worth it. Yay. Right. Greetings, you do not know who I am, but I've heard of you. I understand you might need items from my collection, as well as the means to obtain them. I do not extend this invitation to anyone, but you are not simply anyone, are you? Consider this an invitation to the Black Emporium. Enclosed are directions through the passages underneath the city, as is the charm to enter. If you give the charm to another, its permission will immediately be revoked, and the consequences will be unpleasant. Adieu, Xenon. Well, that's a invitation mixed with a threat. So we have those. Right. I think there's more conversation to have, so let's
I always
continue
wanted to
on.
bring you children back to meet your grandparents.
Hmm.
Now, I wish we'd stayed in Ferelden.
I think we'd be dead if we'd stayed in Ferelden.
I wish we had the money for our own place.
Okay. Just checking the rooms in case there's anything more. Oh, yes. The Chevalier's Estate. Ooh. That does a lot more damage than my current one. And that one's even more powerful, but I need level 17 to use it. Oh, there's other items as well. Requires level 6, level 13. Oh, I'll have that. Restriction to Fenris. That's a character we haven't met yet. Restriction to Aveline. Oh yeah, we're going to go meet Aveline in a moment. I'll leave the others. Barbarian Cash. A Maul. Oh yeah, these are all requiring quite high level, well, compared to what I am now. It's another thing restricted to Aveline, so I might as well take that. I don't recall seeing these before. Right, okay, those are specific to the different class. I don't have a rogue in my party at the moment. Oh. Isabella. Yes, that's a character that's going to be fun to reintroduce. Oh, and those are restricted to rogue. Okay. Bloody hell. Aldenon's Heirlooms. Oh. I can't play as, Oh. Well, that's more powerful. I'll take that, because I'll give those to Bethany. Anything else that is within restricted to Bethany? Right. That does that. And there's one right here as well. Special deliveries. Tomes. Tomes are hooked to instantly learn abilities or improve abilities. They are used as soon as Hawk acquires them. I didn't get a chance to read all of that. Oh god, Blood Dragon Armour. I thought that was a Mass Effect 3 item. Obviously not. Oh wow, that's a lot of damage. There's some very high stat requirements for some of these. Not so much for some of the others. Let's grab all of them. All the ones that don't have any requirements. Bloody heck. Ooh. Okay, time to give another right. Okay. Oh, blimey, that's given. Oh, I've effectively got level ups here. Right, what shall we spend points on? You know what, let's put my crit chance up to 20%, just for fun. And... Oh, yeah, I can't go into the Templar one because I'm not a Templar. See what some of these abilities are. Is that? Sorry, struggling to keep up with chat. I say that and there's not much happening. I always lose where I'm in chat, even if I haven't had any new chats recently. Yep, definitely taking that. And that does that. I'm probably going to have some extra ones for other characters. So, right, so Bethany and Varric. We have nobody else at the moment. So, oh right, Black Emporium's right there. So there's Darktown. It's a Hightown. Right. Let's head to Hightown. Because I think if we go to the guard barracks, we can run into Aveline. Ah, okay. Right. The Chantry. The Blooming Rose. Okay.
Absolutely. See you there.
Right, I think that is the way to get to the Chantry. That's Viscount's Way. Oh, yes, that's where I want to go. Yes. But one thing I noticed with this game is there seems to be more NPCs running around than there was in the first game. So I think it's one of the things they upgraded with the game engine. But for Dragon Age Inquisition, they used the Frostbite engine, which was developed by DICE to do their first-person shooter series. And I can't remember which one that was.
Messiah, please stop kicking the wall.
Who are you to talk to me like that, you bloody peasant?
The guard who'll throw you out if you kick that wall one more time.
Okay. Right, so level up Bethany. What have we got? 3 points. Let's put one into magic and some into willpower. And oh yeah, Firestorm. We could take Winter's Grasp. Let's go Firestorm. Yeah, to turn her into a fire mage. Right, so what have we got around here? Okay, the guard barracks around this way. See what Aveline's been up to. There she is.
Aveline!
Hello, Hawk.
That's it?
What? Oh, right. Sorry. It feels like we just talked. I've been keeping an eye on you. Information is one of the few perks of this job. Watch out for Bartrand. He's a son of a bitch.
You know I don't like it when you have people watch me.
Saved me camping on your doorstep. After what we went through to get here, well, you're no child, but I take care of my friends. The places they have me patrolling, I've got time.
A person in your position. Seems like they might learn some profitable things.
You know better than to ask that.
One day you'll be frustrated enough to go for it.
It's like I'm sitting on my hands. There are dangerous people in this city. In fact, I might have a job for you. Let me know if you want to do a favor for Kirkwall. Otherwise, I'm here if you need me. Maker knows I could use more satisfying work.
Let's see. And there's the dangerous one. Do you miss Wesley? I mean, it's been a year, so yeah.
It's been a year settling in. Are you all right?
You don't need to coddle me. I am where I am. How close I hold my memories is my own business.
Fair. Right.
This must be a very different pace from serving King Kalen.
It's just one more change, though. The real end for me was Ostagar. You and Carver must have felt something similar. I don't know if that's right to say. I barely knew him.
I've got two options here.
Death on that scale certainly has a finality to it.
Sometimes I wonder.
There's no marker on any of these to say which ones I have asked. So I have to remember it, and sometimes that's not easy.
Seems like Kirkwall suits you.
It has been a challenge. Lots of opportunity, if you're the type the locals want.
Are you?
If you argue enough, you kind of convince yourself.
Well, let's find out what the job is.
All right, Aveline. You have something worth doing?
My patrols may be empty walks in the dark, but there's something big coming up, and I could use you. An ambush, probably for a caravan, although I can't find any shipments that match up. Doesn't matter, though. Highwaymen waiting for someone to rob. I'm putting a stop to it, my district or not.
Let's see what more we can find
I'm
out.
no guard, Aveline.
There's only so many of us. Temporary recruits are expected time to time, as long as they're competent. You still claim to be competent, right?
Claim, yes.
Do you have a name or anything else to go on?
Not important. If we show up and they attack, they're bad. Simple as that. I'll wager it's smugglers, though. Like I said, seems like an obvious trap for a caravan.
Yep, I like Aveline's no-nonsense way of doing things.
You've been nosing around outside your commission.
I have contacts, and they're complaining about a lack of meat. Thugs and such. Someone is hiring. And one or two were told to prepare for travelers. You want to be good at this job? You pay attention to what's missing, and when people arrange escape routes.
Seems like you'd want to share this with your fellow guards.
I will, if you sit on your hands. I'll send my alerts, and someone else will lead a patrol. But there's profit and influence to be had. You're my friend, so I'm offering.
I like where this is going.
All right, Aveline. I'll play guard for you.
I knew I could count on you. They're hidden up Sundermount, remote and rough, but we can make good time with a shortcut this side. And no, you can't run off and do it without me. I trust you, but I have to be there. You're acting on behalf of the Guard.
Yeah, that's a small fourth wall break there, because that's literally referencing that you have to have her in the party for it to happen. So let's level her up. How many levels do we have? Just one. Okay. Let's put it all into strength for the moment, and can't take any of those yet. Oh yeah, that one. I think all of them have one of those. Ooh. Bethany doesn't. Oh yeah, because Bethany is family, her relationship position is fixed. So the other characters, they've got a special place where they can get abilities from, and it unlocks based on the friendship level. Like with Aveline, like this one is for Aveline rivalry, this one for friendship. I can't tell if that's readable on the stream. It should be readable on the VOD because I do that at high resolution, but that's like much further down the line. But these do unlock availability once you're at a certain level. So she can taunt, pommel strike, and I can't unlock any of those yet. I need level 6 for them. Yeah, let's do assault, so she's got that ability available. Okay, and let's also check equipment. 21 damage as opposed to 6. That is a much better sword than what I've got. So for Bethany, I've got 22 fire damage on the staff there. Varric, I've got no alternative. I mean, he's got Bianca, which is just a ridiculous weapon anyway. Oh, right, yeah. He's currently carrying Wesley's shield and sword, so must not get rid of those at all. Right. Okay, so now that we've got Aveline in the party, but the Viscount...
I've been waiting all day.
I'm just going to waltz in. Let's go see the Viscount.
The Viscount must be terribly busy. I've been waiting most of the day.
Let's see if we can just get in.
Looks dusty. How embarrassing.
I can't get through the door. It's through here. Ooh.
I don't think I can do that.
Haven't got a rogue in the party, unfortunately. Yet.
The office of the Viscount is not open to the public, especially recent arrivals not actually part of the public.
That's a reference to the Kunari. Okay.
Who are you to talk to me like that, you bloody peasant? The guard.
Let's head out. Right. So, we've still got stuff to do in Hightown. But as I mentioned before, we do have Sunder Mountain. Or Sundermount. So we've got the ambush site with Aveline, but I want to go find the Dalish elves that Flemeth asked us to go find. Because that opens up another party member. Right, literally we've got no map at present.
Grab some
Who?
sharp and pointy. We've got company.
That's enough!
Face me! I stand for all of
One less to worry about. You walk away. Don't get full of yourself.
Yes. Right, I see what look to be tents, caravans. Let's do a quick save.
Old Shemlin, your kind are not welcome among the Dalish.
What's a Shemlin?
An elven slur for human.
It means you're not one of the people, and you should leave now.
Who are you people?
We are the last of the Elven.
Keep that in mind, Hawk. Elves you see elsewhere, figments of your imagination.
They have given up their identity to live among Shemlin. They're elven no more.
I'm not expecting tea and cakes. I just need to see someone.
There's nothing here for any human.
Wait. This is the one the Keeper spoke of.
A Shemlin? I thought she'd be an elf.
Enter the camp. Keeper Marithari has been waiting for you.
Cause trouble, and you'll meet our blades, stranger.
Yeah, friendly bunch, aren't they?
Marithari? I was told to bring you this amulet.
Andarana Tishan, travelers. Indeed, I am Keeper Marithari. Let me look at you. There is a light in your heart, human. Don't let it go out. You will need it. Tell me how this burden fell to you, child.
Your guard said you spoke of me. How did you know I was coming?
I listened. To the wind, to the birds, as the hunters do, to my dreams. I watched the stars.
So nothing you
There
do
is great wisdom to be found all around us, if you know how to listen for it. But I was not certain. Nothing is certain.
Are you the leader of these Dalish? Why did the witch tell me to bring this amulet to you?
I am the keeper of this clan. It is my task to guide my people and to ensure the old ways are not forgotten. As for Asha Belinar, I am tied to her, just as you are, by a debt that must be repaid.
A dragon fell from the sky, charred some darkspawn, then asked me to bring you this amulet. No big deal.
You are blessed by luck, then. I will pray that Miss Hull watches over your path. The amulet must be taken to an altar at the top of the mountain, and given a Dalish rite for the departed. Then, return the amulet to me. Do this and your debt will be repaid.
Are you going to teach me this rite for the departed?
I will send my first with you. She will see to it the ritual is done. And when it is complete, I must ask that you take her with you when you go.
Who is your first? First of what?
Your people would call her my apprentice, or heir. Merrill would have taken my place as keeper. But she has chosen a new path. Please, guide her safely from here.
Yeah, so these characters, if you play as a Dalish elf at the beginning of the first game, or Dragon Age Origins, you're actually a part of this clan, but then circumstances lead to you joining the Grey Wardens and going on to take your place in however the story leads out. So for anyone who had played that, these characters are known. And they're rather different.
That seems a little odd.
It is her wish, and I must grant it. You will find Merrill waiting for you on the trail just up the mountain. Dareth Shiral.
This mountain is cursed, I swear.
Yeah.
3 days in a row I've shot at and missed deer.
Maybe it's not the mountain. Maybe it's just you that's cursed, my love.
You always know just what to say to put my mind at ease.
Yep. Every relationship, people can be catty. Right, yeah, gonna... Hang on a minute. Right, I just want to check. Dexterity 20, he's got a 10% chance of crit. But at Dex 20, I've got a 25% chance of crit. Now, considering that Varric is a rogue... Oh, yeah, Varric is a rogue, which means he technically can take lockpicking. Which... doesn't appear to be any of these skills. I might have to go back somewhere and see if I can... Hang on a minute. Oh yeah, there is a trader here.
Not that bad. What's it supposed to be?
If you can't tell what it is, then it's rubbish.
Hush!
Let's see.
I am Master Islan, a crafter for this clan. Forced to stay so close to this Shemlin city, I've seen my share of outsiders pass through our camp. Is there something you needed?
Are you a specialist? What sort of things do you make?
A Dalish crafter does many things. We create weapons, armor, anything our clan has need of.
I don't need anything right now.
Of course.
I think I can buy stuff. Don't think any of it is actually good for me, though. Oh, I forgot to look at the armor, didn't I? Oh, right, yeah, I can't actually... No one can wear that, because it's got to be me, and I've got to be a mage. Oh, yeah, I looked at these as well, didn't I? Right, so that one... Bethany can take that, and Aveline can take that one. Quite a few items, so... actually, I'll do those when I'm off stream, because that's not the most exciting thing to follow. But I know for a fact that I need to head up this way. suspicious yet.
I didn't hear. You must be the one the Keeper told me about. Anethera. I'm so sorry. I didn't ask your name. Unless... It's not rude to ask a human their name, is it? I'm Meryl. Which you probably knew already. I'm rambling, sorry.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. There are certain characters you meet, you can literally start romancing them right from the outset. Yeah, as I said, you're going to like all the characters in this game, or most of them at least. Yeah, let's just be sarcastic.
You'll have to work harder than that to offend me. My name's Hawke.
Thank you. I'm afraid I'm not very experienced with your kind. The Keeper said you came from Ferelden. I spent most of my life there. We only came north a few years ago. Have you been in the Free Marches long? Do you like it here?
Oh, I miss the cold. And the dirt. Kirkwall's not brown enough for me. But hey, no Darkspawn.
Ferelden wasn't that brown. The dirt and muck gave it character. We should go. Your task is for Asha Bellinar. It's not wise to make her wait.
Do you know the witch who sent me here?
No, not personally. My people tell stories of her, though. You're very lucky. Most people who meet Asha Bellinar wind up in little pieces, hanging from the trees.
Now that's a reputation.
I take it you've been expecting me to bring this amulet for some time.
The Keeper brought us here to wait for you. I don't know much more than that. I do know that you have Asha Bellinar's amulet, and we must bring it to the altar on the mountaintop. Nothing more.
What do we have to do with the amulet?
It's a funeral of sorts. I'll perform it when we get to the mountaintop. Getting there is the tricky part. Our hunters haven't been able to reach the summit. Dark things are about.
Yeah, which means we're going to have to fight our way through.
Let's get this over with.
Right. Oh, yeah, she's coming along with us regardless of how many people are in the party. Oh. Ah, corpse. Oh.
Gotcha! One less.
Ah, these things don't fall easily.
Stand down!
They do fall to magic, though.
The Keeper didn't mention you were a mage.
All Keepers know a bit of old magic. The stories tell us that all Elven once had the gift. But like so many things, it was lost. It's a Keeper's job to remember, to restore what we can.
Does the Chantry know about the Dalish mages?
Oh, they know. Keeper Marathari told me that was one of the reasons we never camped too long in one place. They usually won't pursue us if we stay away from the cities and towns and keep moving.
And no one minds having to pick up and move over and over just to protect a few of you.
Why would they mind? Once we've picked over a hunting ground, there's no reason to stay. But my clan is now in more danger, having lost our Hala.
If you go to Kirkwall, you'll be an apostate in a city full of Templars.
I know. But if I don't go to Kirkwall, I'll be alone. A solitary elf is easy prey for anyone. In the city, I can get lost in the crowd.
One thing I'm just thinking of now is she's reminding me a bit of Jinx in Arcane, to a certain extent. There's something about the character that seems a bit similar. Not sure if you can see the same thing.
Can't demons possess Dalish mages?
It can happen. And when it does, the clan must hunt and kill their own keeper.
Cheerful.
Please keep turning skeletons into toads for us.
But I never... Right. Not literally. Happy to help. I've done a little fighting before, but it was always alone.
I'll try not to hit anyone. On our side, I mean. I'm babbling again. Let's go.
Yeah, only one lootable corpse. Let's keep going and see how many more fights we get into.
Here we go. There.
That last little bit of health they have seems to take ages to get rid of.
Get back.
Any corpses that are lootable? Nope. Ah.
So the Keeper finally found someone to take you from here.
Yes.
Then finish your task quickly, human. We cannot be rid of this one too soon.
I'm sensing a story here.
I have made my choice. And I will save our clan whatever you think.
Sundermount seems very mountainous today, doesn't it? Lots of rock and hillside.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Let's go. We should hurry.
Yes, there is a story there. Quite a story, if I remember correctly. Elf roots. Oh yeah, crafting. You need the skill to be able to do that.
A landslide blocked the path. There's a cave that should take us to the other side.
Surely that's climbable. Surely they could climb over that. But no. The game says no, we have to sit the long way around. Here's the cave.
I'm sorry. You're not really seeing the Dalish at their best. We're good people that look out for each other. Just not today, apparently.
But the Dalish are delightful. I was just thinking of inviting the whole clan over for tea.
I'm sure they'd never accept in a... Oh. Right. Sarcasm. Even if my people don't appreciate my efforts, I must see this through. Let's go. Ashabel Anar isn't known for her patience.
Not the first time you said that. Right, now this next area is one of the things that people give a negative for this particular game. This map is one of several that is reused multiple times throughout the whole game. Don't know why that one's not dying. Yeah, it has the unfortunate side effect of making everything very repetitive. But I think if they had if they'd spent more time building more maps, then we wouldn't have had quite as much story as we get in this game. Ah, some silverites. Another crafting material. And this game was thrown together rather quickly. I think it was released barely 2 years after the first one, whereas the first one I think had 4 years in development. Yeah, I do want to finish this little side thing tonight. So, hopefully, finish the stream back at the... Oh, got one of these. Back at the Dalish camp.
Now you fall!
Something I keep forgetting to do. No, I shouldn't be long. So let's see. Can we open this? Yes, we can. Okay. It's good. Shouldn't be too much longer. Right. Oh, literally, that was the exit through there. Or is it? No. Now that is a door that should normally open, but no, getting through there. Unless oh, it's through here. Yeah, so we didn't get to see the entire map that time, but we will see the map several times throughout the game.
I can open the way forward. One moment.
We know what that is, don't we?
I felt the veil shift. You called something here. Are you insane?
Yes, it was blood magic, but I know what I'm doing. The spirit helped us, didn't it?
Sure, demons are very helpful. Right up until they take your mind and turn you into a monster.
Well, yes. But that won't happen. I know how to defend myself. Be careful up ahead. Restless things prowl the heights. In the days of Arlathan, the elders came here to sleep. Uthanara. The endless dream, they called it. But they don't sleep peacefully anymore.
Not at all ominous. So, the mushrooms to steal?
Get ready!
Oh.
You go through me
Let's deal with the horror. Yeah. Relatively easy to fell that. Is that all of them? Not quite. All of us gang up on him.
Let's finish this!
There we go.
I think it's safe. Place the amulet on the altar, and I'll begin the rite.
Okay. Let's do this. Finish off the debt that we took at the beginning. In theory, you can do this at any point, at least through the first chapter.
Amalana Salen. Emma ira au bella serviranan.
Isalahamin vinanhim dophilas. In Uthenera narivas.
And here we are.
Under Anatishan Ashbalana.
One of the people. I see. So young and bright. Do you know who I am, beyond that title?
I know only a little.
Then stand. The people bend their knee too quickly. So refreshing to see someone who keeps their end of a bargain. I half expected my amulet to end up in a merchant's pocket.
No one wanted to buy it. Maybe because it had a witch inside?
Just a piece. A small piece. But it was all I needed. A bit of security, should the inevitable occur. And if I know my Morrigan, it already has.
One of the things that you can do in Dragon Age Origins is you can actually go and kill Flemeth. And I think they decided after the game they wanted to do more with her, so they added this bit in to have a little bit of security to keep the character around. There's other things they could have done, but I thought this one was quite an interesting one to do. Killing Flemeth is not easy. It's the kind of thing you've got to get to like end game point, like to the point where you're about to do like the final battle. And even then it's not an easy fight. I've only ever managed it once. Let's see what we can find out.
Is that someone I should know?
She's a girl who thinks she knows what is what better than I or anyone. And why not? I raised her to be as she is. I cannot expect her to be less.
I'm not sure whether she's your daughter or your enemy.
Neither is she.
Yes, if I remember, Morrigan finds out that her mother was planning on transferring her own soul to Morrigan. Basically, that was how Flemeth had stayed alive for such a long time. And Morrigan was having none of it. As you can guess. Right.
I don't understand. Are you some kind of vision?
Must I be in only one place? Bodies are such limiting things. I am but a fragment cast adrift from the whole. A bit of flotsam to cling to in the storm.
What do you mean?
A fragment?
You do not need to understand, child. Know only that you may have saved my life, just as I once saved yours. An even trade, I think.
That's certainly a way of looking at it. There's one more. Can I ask?
Why did you need me to bring you here?
Because I had an appointment to keep.
That's what she said
and
before.
Because I did not want to be followed, you smuggled me here quite nicely.
Yeah, so either I don't like being tricked or so now what? I don't think I want to piss her off.
You have plans, I take it.
Destiny awaits us both, dear girl. We have much to do. Before I go, a word of advice. We stand upon the precipice of change. The world fears the inevitable plummet into the abyss. Watch for that moment, and when it comes, do not hesitate to leap. It is only when you fall that you learn whether you can fly.
Cheap advice from a dragon.
We all have our challenges.
We're going to regret bringing her here.
Regret is something I know well. Take care not to cling to it, to hold it so close that it poisons your soul. When the time comes for your regrets, remember me. As for you, child, step carefully. No path is darker than when your eyes are shut.
Maceranus Ashbelina.
Now the time has come for me to leave. You have my thanks and my sympathy.
It's one way to make an exit. Right, well, I think what I'll be doing is finishing up there. It's nearly 10 PM here, and a little bit later than normal, but yes, I did start ever so slightly later than normal, and also I wanted to get that quest up and finished for tonight. So I did a quick save, so that should be enough. And yes, I feel like I've made a fair bit of progress. I remember when I first had my original playthrough, it did take me a while to figure a lot of stuff out. I mean, Inquisition's the one I remember the timing. My first playthrough of that, I did everything, 308 hours. My second playthrough, I didn't do quite as much, but I knew more of what I was doing with that run through, and I think it took me about 150 hours, which is still a lot. Still a long game. That's probably going to take me a year to stream the whole thing when I get to that one. Oh yeah, it was worth it though. It was a fantastic game. I do think of the 3 games, Inquisition is the best one that they did. Some people prefer the first one. There are some people even prefer this one as well. I think vast majority is either Origins or Inquisition. And there's different reasons why. I definitely think of the first 2, Origins had the best story. And the better written story as well, but this one throws so many curveballs in things. They were changing some details of the world, things like the appearance of the characters for one. If you go straight from the first one to this one, it's really quite jarring to see just how different the characters are. The elves are much smaller and thinner. The dwarves, the features are different as well. I think they're less human-like and more. I'm not even sure how to describe it, but yeah, the biggest change though were the Kunari. The only Kunari you see in the first game is Sten. In this one there's loads of Kunari, and the look of them is so different. It's comparable to how they changed the appearance of the Klingons between the series Star Trek to the films later on, the film version becoming what the Klingons were always known as. It was such a different change that when they did that episode that went back in time, they had to try and explain it, which was interesting. But oh yeah, I do like these games. I am looking forward to the next one, Veilguard, but I am concerned as well because it's not the same team. Although it's still BioWare, the actual people who worked on the first 3 Dragon Age games, most of them aren't there anymore. They've moved on to other things. I think a lot of them have actually joined Larian Studios, because I think a lot of them worked on Baldur's Gate 3. But yeah, I'm concerned about how good it's going to be, considering so many people have left. But yes, I'm rambling. It has now gone 10 o'clock. Meryl likes to ramble quite a bit as well. But yeah, I'm going to bring it to a close. Should I raid somebody who is around? Let's check my follow list. Considering it's 10 PM and I have had a long day, I think I'm going to skip the stream just on this occasion, because I'm tired. And I don't want to just, I'll raid somebody and then leave. I like to stick around at least for about 15-20 minutes, just to have a bit of a chat. Because I think if you turn up and go, that's only acceptable if the game they're playing is one you're going to have spoilers on. I think if you're going to raid somebody, stick around for a while, just give them a bit of love. But yeah, that will finish things up. Just make sure I've got everything on there. Yeah, so I'm going to be back on either Sunday or Monday, 7 PM GMT. I'm never sure which one I'm going to do. It depends on what I'm doing on Sunday more than anything else. But I will be streaming on one of those two. I'll be continuing on with this, but I will definitely be back on next Friday, 7 PM GMT. All VODs are going on my YouTube, which are linked below. I'll need to double check the links down there as well, just to make sure they're updated for everything. But yeah, there's my book on Amazon, as well as my Discord server if you'd like to join on there as well. Clearly indicating I'm tired, I'm mincing my words. But yes, otherwise, if I don't see you around, I hope you have a good weekend and a good week as well, and I shall hopefully see you again soon. Bye.